And it's good off the glass. And 12 points for Iverson.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Hayward dishes to Favors. Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Noel. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the 76ers making a change here. Okafor's checked in.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
Free throw good, Booker.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. Pass to Booker. Favors with the screen. Hayward outside. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. Now the dish to Favors. But they recover it. And that one's good. Burke. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Here's Okafor. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Favors with the screen. Burke the pass to Hayward. Burke with the screen for Hayward. Burke's in the corner. Lots of room. Okafor grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 7. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Carl Landry's checked in for Thompson. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Burke kicks to Favors. Inside, Okafor with the steal. Inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor, but last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
Stolen away. Allen Iverson on the wing. Burke's covering. 13 feet away. Iverson, no luck.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Here's Favors. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. That's 7 points for Derek Favors.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Landry up top. Pass to Okafor. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
The signature bucket for him on that possession. They can get themselves in front quickly with a few more like that.
Free throw good, Iverson.
A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Covington kicks to Okafor. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And as a coach, that's the kind of turnover that drives you nuts.
And, Greg, there's no reason for that turnover to happen. It's just inexcusable.
Jazz leading by 7. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop Greg, all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
Now here's Burke. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. Burke dishes to Favors. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, you know, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Here is Favors after the Sixers pick up 2. The Jazz again can't hit it. Here's Covington. Burke covering. Holmes. And stolen by Booker. And here is Burke. Down low. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
And Philadelphia has possession. 9-point game. To the inside, Okafor. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Here is Hayward. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Jazz ball.
Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
And the 76ers call time here.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear-view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Gobert, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And he sinks the second. The hack-a-shack or the hack-a-Jordan or the hack-a-whatever being a focus of the playoffs last season. We saw it up close and personal. It opened up a debate, Greg, on whether or not it should be allowed. What do you think?
You know, it's a touchy subject. I remember last summer, or spring, I should say, the commissioner touched upon it. You know, one of the concerns is, do you want to change a rule for an entire league when it basically affects 2 players? And so it's something that you got to be sensitive to. But to your point, the fans don't want to see that ugly style of basketball.
It's boring. It slows the game down. Now here's Gobert after the miss from Ezail Iverson. Buries the long-range jumper.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Burks with the steal. Now here's Burke, and stolen by Iverson. Burks covering. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now here's Burks. Here's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Burks. Burke's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz. Passes it to Okafor. Shoots from the corner. Iverson, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
To the inside. And Booker kicks to Gobert. Now Burke. Gobert, the screen. Here's Burke. From deep three-point range, they get it back. Nice shot by Gobert.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's the teardrop, and they'll keep possession. Here's Covington. Another miss by Philadelphia. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Hayward against Iverson. Here's Burke. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Okafor's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Jazz.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their 2nd and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Burks. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Here's Iverson after Alec Burks' score. Iverson with the ball. And stolen by Booker. In transition, here come the Jazz. Burks' shot is good.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Now here's Iverson. That's tipped, but he gets it back. The feed to Covington. The pass to Holmes. And stolen by Hayward. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his 2nd personal foul. At the line.
Free throw good from Hayward.
At the line for 2.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Stauskas. That's good.
Nick Stauskas.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan player of the game. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role in this performance tonight.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith,